Hi everyone, my name is John Chang, Product Marketing Director here at CAST. We're very excited about hosting today's webinar, Sustainable Development from the Chemist to the Coder. You'll be hearing from two experts on SAP deployment and maintenance talk about the challenges of maintaining the ERP that you may be experiencing yourself. They will also offer some great thinking and approaches and practical solutions that may help you overcome some of these challenges. So we'll have presentations for about 30 minutes. And then we'll take answers at the end. Our first speaker is Stephen Naylor. Steve has worked in the IS industry for over 30 years, 20 of which was focused in the chemical industry. He began as a computer auditor before becoming a developer and systems analyst working on AS400. Since then, Steve has held various positions including SAP analyst, Web Methods Implementation Manager, and Support Team Manager for SAP Industrial Modules. Now, for about the last 7 years, he has occupied the office of SAP Software Factory Manager at Solvay with the responsibility of development and quality control of the entire SAP implementation there. Steve is based in UK, but he travels frequently to France and Brazil. A little later on, you'll hear from Khalil Serini, co-founder of 7Digit and head of development at Eventi. Khalil has been advising clients in developing software to help them reduce the costs and challenges of implementing, upgrading, and customizing SAP for over 6 years. He has worked in several SAP-focused consulting firms and also at SAP in France. He has been a key player in over 50 SAP implementations. He is based in France. And with that, I will hand it over to Steve to start us off. Steve?
Hello everybody, thank you for that fantastic introduction, John. Okay, so if we move on to the first slide, I'm going to talk today a little bit about Solvay, what we are as a company, go through our structure and the challenges that we meet every day whilst trying to maintain the software we have, and talk about how we're using CAST to try and help us control what is quite a large legacy code base, and then go on to talk about some of the things that we've learnt and what we're thinking about trying to do next. This is just a slide to give a bit of an overview of the company itself. Solvay is a merger now between a company that I used to work for, which is called Rhodia, and the existing company called Solvay. We merged about 3 to 4 years ago, and pretty much doubled the size of the company, to about just under 30,000 employees. These employees are supported by our SAP environment, and nearly all of them have some form of access. To support them, our structure is basically a worldwide structure. We have main regional IS centers in most of the zones in the world. We have Asia, Europe, Latin America, and North America. The majority of the IS function is based in Europe, but we are expanding into Asia as well. Currently, we do our support, our development work with two outsourced development teams. There's one based in Brazil, which are using a company called Tivit, and the other is based in Lisbon using a company called ROF. Each of those supports our legacy systems. So we have in Brazil, they're supporting our SAP environment for our Rhodia legacy environment, and in Lisbon, it's for the Solvay legacy systems. So which brings me on to onto the fact that I say currently we're going to be changing supplier in the next month or so. We're bringing in a new supplier and consolidating, and this new supplier will be responsible for supporting the landscape that you're seeing here, which is basically 10 production servers, 10 pre-production simulation servers, and 7 development servers. That's across the whole landscape of both Rhodia and legacy environments, Rhodia Solvay legacy environments. All the servers are based in Europe, hosted and supported by a third party. And if you combine the code base that we have, it's somewhere in the region of about 3 million lines of bespoke code, stretching back over 10 years. So some of it is quite old, and some of the history behind why we wrote things in the ways we did has been lost.